If I actually wanted to scale my service business past 10K a month, this is exactly what I would do. And this works with any type of service business, whether you're a detailer, a roofer, a concreter, a graphic designer, a marketer. This will accurately generate consistent leads that are high quality and ready to buy. We've had leads come in like this through this system that don't even need to hop on sales calls before they convert. We never actually have to interact with them. We can just send them the payment link. And that's how we've done $2.5 million in cash collected for our clients this year alone, and we're only in August. Now, if you actually do want to apply to work with me and my team, where we sit down, consult, and implement all of these systems with you to scale past 10K a month, even reach 92K a month, or multiple other six-figure months like our clients have, you can book a call with the link in the description, but you need to be doing at least 10K a month to actually be eligible. Now let's actually break it down. You need to have a solid offer, and this is very basic. You need to have a risk reversal, a guarantee, a bonus, and a clear time frame in which your service or product will be delivered. And you need a simple landing page that actually copies the offer. When we go to do organic content and when we do paid acquisition, we need to make sure that this copies the offer we're running in order to actually be clear in the eyes of Meta and nurture and properly convert the leads because they're properly educated and know what they're buying into. Now, let's start with organic content. The best part about organic content is it's free and you can test infinitely. You want to do top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel content. And you need to implement what competitors are already doing in your own market. So if you are a roofer, go and look at the top performing videos that other roofing companies are doing and add your own offer, service, and character onto them. That is the easiest way to create high performing top of funnel content. If we go and look at my Instagram account right now, in terms of how we are actually generating consistent views and leads, you can easily see that everything goes into organic content. We've done nearly 250,000 views just organically by rinsing and repeating trial reels, which we will get into in a moment. Now, you need to also do middle of funnel content. This is what actually educates the people from top of funnel on what you do and the service you provide and the people you have helped on a broad level. Once you do that and you actually educate people on the videos and the content you do, for example, a great type of middle of funnel content is a story sequence called Start Here. Gives your viewers all of the context they actually need on who you are and who you've helped. And it goes through this one is exactly how I went from a photographer to sitting down, implementing and consulting clients on how they are actually going to go and scale to their goals and how we've done multiple 34K, 92K months for business owners. Now, let's get into it. After you do middle of funnel content, you've actually educated your audience on what you do. You need to convert them. And this is where bottom of funnel content comes in. Now, this is a very broad and entry level topic, but it comes in and builds the foundation of everything we're going to add on later. You need to show client transformations in your reels, your long form, your story sequences, and your highlights. Story sequences and highlights are all about saying the right things at the right time because you never know how much of your audience is actually ready to pay you at any given moment. It's roughly about 3%. So we also need to test ads. This is great for blue collar businesses and e-com brands. When you're running an intro product or an intro offer, ads always come in at a later point, but when we're in a blue collar or service business or an e-com business, it's great to just get ads out as soon as possible and begin testing. The great thing is, whatever performs well up here in the organic section will usually perform well in the ads section. So just do a simple campaign budget optimization, a CBO, at $30 a day and test 3 to 5 ads to begin with. Obviously, we worked in ad accounts when I was running my traditional marketing agency that have hundreds of ads and are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars a day just on Meta. Turn off the poor performers after 3 days. That's a very simple rule. This way you're testing ads and you can generate paid acquisition consistently whilst also nurturing and generating consistent leads with organic content. You also need to be doing trial reels. We went into this already. Rinse and repeat outliers. Any content that actually performed extremely well, if we go to my page, you can see what I mean, right? We have videos that do 2,000 views, 700 views, 1,000. We also have videos that do 70K. We also have videos that do 2 million, for example. The reality is, if you can actually take these outliers and repost them countless times and just change the music, the caption, the visual effects, the text, or the color grade, maybe change the saturation or the speed by a couple of points, Instagram will view it as a new piece of content and it will perform the same. Very simple way of looking at it. You then need to start distributing content. The way behind distributing content accurately is you create long form content with your knowledge. You use those clips of long form in a short form format. For example, we can come up here and look at every single video like this. These are taken from long form assets, long form videos. And the best part about it is you don't have to reshoot anything. You've already said it and it's already about your expertise. You can then drive attention from short form to long form sales assets. For example, the description with a booking link. And this could be a flywheel VSL. If we go to my YouTube channel and we can look through every single video that actually performs well, they will all be flywheel VSLs. For example, 19 with a 300K a month business. Here's the system. One of the best performing videos was a flywheel VSL, and that actually just educates our buyers and gives them the ability to book in a call. You want to take concepts from every long form video and repost them as reels, X posts, story sequences, highlights, shorts, and TikToks, because one long form concept can turn into 20 plus pieces of content and get you in front of the right, highly qualified, ready to buy people at any given moment for your business of any industry and any type. You then want to optimize the profile funnel. This works even if you're a blue collar business. What highlights and story sequence formats do you use frequently? And look at the math and how many views actually equals booked clients. When you can sit down and give people a clear reason, your X, your Y, and your Z, I do this, we've helped this many people generate this much, or we do roofing, we've roofed and fixed this many roofs with this many 5 stars. It's a very simple way. When you actually optimize the profile funnel, and this is the great way of having a bio, then you just have apply to work here. Easy, maybe a phone number, maybe a website. Now we start looking at scaling the ads. Look at the winners and you create a new winning ad campaign, scale the budget at 20% every single 3 days, test new ads weekly, and look over the entire funnel, see where leads are falling out, see where people aren't buying in, see what's actually adding to your reputation and helping convert people, what's taking away from your reputation and not converting people. When you actually do that, you can effectively scale ads to 100 plus ads in one ad account and generate hundreds of thousands of dollars like we have with our clients. This is when you actually get into team delegation. Team delegation is the best for any service business because it gives you the ability to go off and work on the business, not in the business. Even if you're cleaning gutters, you can go and hire someone to go and deliver the service so you can focus on getting more clients on a retainer. You want to find the right people dependent on the service. In my case, that's a CSM, a VA, and an editor. That could also mean maybe another ceramic coater or a roofing apprentice. Find the right people to make the menial tasks gone and out of your day-to-day so you can actually focus on creating high quality content, high quality ads, nurturing and following up with leads. This is also another great place to introduce a personal brand. This is not a value brand. You're adding your personal experiences, your journey, and everything, documenting all of it, your past experiences and what's currently going on in your life now, to showcase your expertise. You're not just giving free value that comes from nowhere with no experience documented. You want to document the entire journey, and that gives you more opportunities and the ability, and it increases your selling capability. Everyone wants to be able to at least have the ability to sell their company. They might not necessarily want to, and I know for a fact I don't want to sell mine, but it just doesn't hurt to have the opportunity to. So building a personal brand increases the amount of leads you get for your service. It makes them more personal because people know exactly who you are, what you've gone through, and the people you've helped. And it gives you more opportunities to work with interesting, like-minded people, and also the ability to go off and maybe start a new business. Very simple. Now, if you want similar results as our clients, you can book a call with the link in the description, and I actually get all of this implemented for you to the point where you are doing consistent scaling from 50K a month to 100K a month, or 100K a month to 500K a month. Any single range we've worked in before, and any single niche and industry we've worked in before. So click the calendar link in the description and book in a call. I look forward to talking with you. We'll go through, build out a clear game plan on exactly how we can scale you from where you are now, what bits of this you actually need implemented, whether that be the profile funnel, how to actually distribute content correctly, what hiring you need to do, what content you need to create. All of it. We'll actually sit down, build out a roadmap, and go about and see how we can implement and consult you on that entire process. I look forward to talking with you, and I look forward to seeing how we can scale your business.